So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Check. Crunch. 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 Check 9. Check 9. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Switch. Switch. Kill. 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 Joker. 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 Swerve. Swerve to A.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7 from the 20. The give is to Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 3. Check 3. Check 47. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Slam. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Hatchet. Hatchet.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
The play is a turnover on downs.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A give to Elliott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Running with Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
At the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This to Jarwin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The 48-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2nd and 10. At the 30.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Niners 7, Cowboys nothing.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the ground.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
49er ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Here we go.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14. Cowboys nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, Elliott looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Armstead has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was.
This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a gain of 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 24, check 24. Kill. Slam. Check. Under.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The tackle by Eric Armstead. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At the 49ers' 41-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 bud. 51's a mile.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Quan Alexander. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Eric Armstead. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken.
He was brought down.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman. 79 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he returns this to the 22.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The big fella. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Dak Prescott.
Eric Armstead racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
15-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 41, Prescott can't get away, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
The 49ers.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
A gain of 25
So
yards.
1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
The ball carrier.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 41. Cowboys nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Pollard. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Prescott. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Quan Alexander. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
21.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
Is good.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Cowboys nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Richard Sherman on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
That's good.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
54. Watch the safety creep. Jack. He's coming. We got double up. Under 10.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He was brought down.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
2-point conversion.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Niners 48, Cowboys 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They will run again with Coleman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check three. Whip.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Elliott, toss right. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Jaquaski Tart on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A gain of 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 48-yard line.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
47. You got tight. You got tight right there. Swerve. Swerve to the earth. Nickel. Take 4. Take 4.
A give to Elliott. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 51. Bandit.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
On down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Tonight's final score, Niners.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop their 7th game on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.